Alright, so today I'm by this lake in the beautiful Adirondack Mountains of upstate New York, and today I'm going to be looking for some snakes and giving you some tips as I go. Lakeside habitats like this are really good for snakes because they have an abundance of frogs, which are an excellent food source. The best place to look is open grassy areas like this, where the snakes can get lots of sunlight but still stay hidden. So as I walk through, I just listen very carefully because you'll often hear them before you see them. As I walk through the grass, I watch and listen for fleeing snakes. They can be very difficult to spot when sitting still, but once they start moving, their cover is blown. I also look under rocks and logs when I can. Oh. There's one. Look at that. Little garter snake. Main thing I expected to see today. Alright, here's a closer look at this garter snake. Very nice colors on this one. And it's also a very friendly snake. It hasn't tried to bite me once. Alright, here's another look at this absolutely beautiful eastern garter snake. As you can see, he's got some nice yellow coloration on him, and he was found slithering in that grass just over there. So I think now's a good time to mention the weather conditions. It's about 70 degrees, clear blue sky, and no wind, just very calm weather. And these are some great conditions to find diurnal snake species like this one. But either way, I'm just gonna let this guy go and see if I can find some more. And as you can see, I found him in this grassy area that's getting a little bit of sunlight, just perfect conditions. Alright, so here goes this little garter snake, right back where I found him. Very cool, let's find some more. Apart from the lake, there's another factor that makes this spot very good for finding snakes. It's right next to a huge forested area. As you can see, this grassy area is right up against a forest, which is a good mix of habitat that snakes seem to like. They like being right at the edge between two habitats. So with that in mind, I continued searching right along the border between the grassy area and the woods, and it wasn't long until I found what I was looking for. Oh, there's one. This guy's a little bit smaller. Yeah, this guy definitely has some slightly duller colors. Here's a closer look at this second garter snake. Definitely doesn't have as much yellow coloration, and he's a little bit smaller than the other one. But I'll just let this guy go without bothering him too much. I know today's episode was a little shorter than usual, but I think it's important to show that you're not always going to find tons of snakes every time you go looking. That's why it's good to learn to appreciate the common species like garter snakes. Either way, I hope you learned something. Thanks for watching.